Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping in. Steve about to react to this vid by Jamar. It's titled The End of Jidion. Oh, Lord. What has he done? The last I heard about him, wasn't he like quitting YouTube because he wanted to turn his life over to God or something like that? So what the hell is going on now? Let's see. Let's watch.
So around 10 years ago was a time period many on the internet would describe as the golden age of pranks on YouTube. You had guys like Vitaly, Roman Atwood, Epic 5 TV, and of course Fousey dominating the scene, gaining millions of fans, millions of dollars, and millions of views in return.
They each have multiple YouTube channels with more than 29 million subscribers among them, racking up nearly 4 billion total views, even landing Roman on the Forbes list of top earning YouTube star.
Popular pranks at the time were doing things like scaring people in the elevator, insulting people in the hood.
What's up with what? What's up with what?
I just moved in, right?
Moved in where?
I'm your new neighbor.
And what's the business?
I'm saying you're my new neighbor.
And what's the business?
And of course the infamous gold digger prank, where a guy asks a woman out, only for her to reject him until she sees his corny sports car, and then she's suddenly ready to help him get his rocks off.
I don't usually ask twice, but you sure you don't want to go out with me? Yeah, it's my car. Why?
Oh, I might really go out to dinner with you.
Oh, now you want to. Too bad. I don't like gold diggers.
Oh my God,
These clips had a major ability to go viral across multiple social media platforms. And even till this day, you will see re-uploads of these videos do very well on websites like Facebook, where boomers believe everything packaged to them on a black screen. In fact, Facebook is keeping a lot of these bastards alive. That coca money from Zuckerberg does indeed hit different. And the main problem, and the inevitable downfall of this golden age of pranks, came when they began to be exposed for faking these reactions in their pranks.
Hey, I'm Shane Barbera. I was in Fousey Tube's Uber prank. It's fake.
But Fousey, you fake shit. How are you gonna talk about fake shit? Exactly. If anybody knows about fake shit, it's me. I know every video that's fake. It's obvious. I'm in the community. I know everybody who fakes shit. I know exactly how it is.
In the end, the prank space would mostly cannibalize itself.
All these other YouTube pranksters that you see, they're all fake.
Outside of a few still doing their thing, and usually in good nature, like they might prank someone, but at the end they give them some AirPods or some money or something like that. From here, the scene of this golden age of pranks would slowly burn out until there was nothing left, with many of the former pranksters getting drunk on fame to the point that they would go completely broke and destroy their life in the process. I guess you could say they would make decisions that they would later regret, and one thing you guys will not regret is checking out today's video. Description these pranks and telling just genre range relative.
And I got a video that's going up today. This is the last time we'll talk about this, all right? I got a video going up today where I have a sponsor, okay? And I said in that video, don't fucking play with me, and put in the comments that, oh, I'm skipping this ad. And people in the last video, when I was getting irritated, they was like, well, how can you get mad when people skip when you skip? It's not the fact that niggas are skipping. Let's use common sense. I don't give a fuck about you skipping no ad. But why would you announce it in the comments? For the brand that I'm working with to look at the comments and see, wow, people are saying they're not even watching it. Why would you play me like that? So that's what makes you a hater, and that's what's getting your dumb ass blocked. That's the point. Skip it all you like. I don't care. But don't fucking announce it, dummy.
Relatively untapped for quite some time.
That pissed me off. But this is the last time I'm gonna talk about this. All right, I already said another video, but whatever.
Outside of guys like Kyle and Jesse from the Nelk Boys and Danny Duncan, who both found a way to evolve these pranks into more like vlogs, with much more personality involved than their older contemporaries. You really didn't see anyone successfully doing this older style that had become so infamous.
What's going on with Jidion?
When a name would break into the game who no one saw coming, Jidion. The man who took over the internet would break out onto the scene.
Very different
Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy John. Back with another banger. Today, man, we about to piss a whole lot of people off.
And this was not an overnight success for the Houston native, as he would make several genres of videos before seeing his path lay out in front of him.
Alright, y'all. Got the assistant principals with me right here, you know. We got busted and everything. It's all good. We're doing something different, you know. Everybody wants to say the N-word, so we got the N-word pass. So you think you can dance? Hey, you think I can get your flat shot? We can start a streak?
Jidion would experiment until he would eventually jump into the prank genre feet first.
You over here niggas like Jerome and Tyrone, but you need to be with a Jidion, so Rebecca.
Oh, Jidion. Why do I say Jidion?
Will you marry me?
Pranking people out in public, anyone from the Uber driver to a poetry slam, and my personal favorite, parents at football and basketball games, where he would pretend to be a scout interested in their son.
He's not even in the girls right now. He all into his book, man. So he's in the boys right now, James Charles?
No, he's just not in the girls right now. Just kind of his books,
Oh,
sports.
so is it just that he doesn't have any game, or is it because of cock blocking?
Now, even at this point, Jidion was far from mainstream, garnering around 300,000 subscribers, which is also kind of known as a make-or-break time for a creator here on YouTube, as you probably have had your first taste of some virality, but you have to keep laying the foundation and proving to your newfound fan base that you are someone worth tuning into week after week.
Tyrone, I'm back, and I am back with a vengeance. I have driven 3 hours to deliver this message to you. You did not want to give me my size 13, so I am back. Fuck Tyrone. Fuck Tyrone. Go on, let me bone. Calling security, better
His videos have never been for me.
I'm trying to smash. Give me that ass.
For a while, Jidion was kind of floating around in limbo, not uploading consistently and still carving out his niche. But I remember specifically once I saw him pop up on my TikTok feed, whether it be him uploading his pranks or other people doing it for him, he started popping off over there. And I think it took like the small fire that he was curating on YouTube with his cult-like fan base and poured gasoline all over it. TikTok, especially in 2020, was a place where teenagers and young adults flocked to for hours upon hours a day. So with Jidion's type of content, it was like a godsend for building him a loyal audience, as they loved him in his raw dogging ways.
Hey, shoot that, shoot that! No balls, you won't shoot that. Hey, shoot that next time, number 2. Shoot that next time. You got that. Like, I hear like there's a lot of like non-binary sharks out here. Non-binary shark?
Fucking with you?
No. Like, I just want to make sure, like, you know, I know the right gender so I can go out there and, like, you know, use the right pronouns whenever I catch it.
I wouldn't know.
My name is DeMarcus Cousins, and I majored in raw dogging. My first time trying the vegan stuff.
Yeah. You chose counterculture for your first vegan experience?
Exactly. I want you guys to take my virginity.
That's so nice. Okay.
I've been a meat guzzler my whole life, so instead of gobbling meat, I want to gobble, you know, some eggplants and stuff.
At this point, Jidion would definitely hit his stride and consistently upload banger after banger, even getting himself involved in controversy for videos like his Best Buy prank, where he would show up to the storefront with an army of fans to make a point to an employee who demanded him to put a shirt on only a couple of hours before.
It's simple! Read It's simple! Read
At this point, Jidion would start streaming on Twitch, quickly rising up the ranks while collaborating with some of the biggest names like Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat. And it seemed like everything was going perfect for him until he would find himself in his biggest drama yet. Only 3 months after the Best Buy incident, when he would get banned from Twitch over a one-sided dispute with Pokemon, when Jidion said this.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. She is not gonna you, bro. I don't care how much you donated. I don't care how many hours you watch her. She's not gonna you, bro. She has a man. Bro, you probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna break the fourth wall. And spoiler alert, she's getting down every night by a nut.
Now in the end, Twitch would permanently ban him for apparently sending his audience over in what they described as a hate raid. And despite his efforts to express his apologies to Pokemon,
after the Pokemon situation, I realized I was just like, okay, you know what? I need to, you know, not censor myself, but I need to like think before I speak. Because sometimes I just say shit.
Even going as far as to see her in person to squash their dispute.
So me and Pokey, we're good now. We had a conversation. I'm not gonna lie. I did think you were the reason I got banned.
Twitch would not budge on his ban and went radio silent as he pretty much begged them to get back on their platform.
I hate beef. I saw the mistakes I made and went out of my way to go through my redemption arc, which led to me reconciling with Pokey and even being friends with her. And we ate a chicken sandwich. You see, I wasn't lying about not liking beef. After 12 seasons of character development and growing and learning and becoming a better person, Twitch has still yet to let me back on their platform. And I just don't know what else to do. So I think I need to do what I do best. And that is comments.
And even in the wake of his banning, Jidion continued to become bigger than ever, making some of his most viral videos yet. This is when clips of his videos began to go mainstream, gaining the attention of news outlets and celebrities alike.
I mean, that guy was like all the rage. Just like Cheat Gong or I don't know what his name is. I can't even, like it's Cheat Gong. Like he's a YouTube sensation. and he was getting a lot of love before the game.
He was actually ranked in the top 5 most influential people for the youth in the world at this time.
Period.
Me personally, I
love
don't
that.
understand it, but it's an honor. I love it, but it just, it makes me want to go even harder because I have this thing where I want to be a legend. Like, I want to go, like, I feel like you're a legend, Logan. You're dead ass a legend. You are on the Mount Rushmore of YouTube creators. Even if people don't like you, they have to talk about you. And I want to get to that level.
And to go from 2 years ago being relatively unknown to the very top of the entire internet is something we have rarely ever seen here on the platform. He was pushing the limit seemingly every single week to make the craziest content possible, topping himself every time.
Awesome.
And of course, it was not all sunshine and rainbows for him at this point. Obviously, fame is both a gift and a curse, and soon Jidion would find himself in trouble with the general public as well as the law.
Free Jidion. He's been arrested before. He didn't snitch last time. He ain't gonna snitch this time. You saw him.
This is a collect call from an incarcerated individual at Harris County Jail. You may start the conversation now.
Yo.
But all the while, it did seem like he wholeheartedly embraced the chaos going on around him. After pulling off one of his most viral pranks yet, which would result in him getting permanently banned from NBA and WNBA events, he would take a break from pranks for a few months, aside from a few second channel uploads, and eventually would return to announce that he was turning his life to Christ, saying that he was tired of being a lukewarm Christian and ready to give himself completely to God.
Finally turn to God, yo. I'm not trying to put, like, my pinky toe in no more. I'm not going to just be sitting on the edge of the pool. I want to jump full in. I want to dive all in, chat.
Jumping that thing.
I don't want to just talk the talk. I want you guys to, like, see it in my actions. You feel me?
The theme of letting material possessions like fame, money, and attention run his life seems to be the main thing that inspired this massive change in his temperament. It seems like Jidion was not happy with the way he was living his life and in turn influencing his followers with his platform, even noting that if he was to die that day, he felt he would not be accepted into heaven.
And then right when we got back to the crib, the Uber driver, she looked back at us and she asked us a question. Me answering it made my heart sunk, but she said...
Y'all react to this video. Does he have an update on this?
He would also detail in his next upload that watching a specific video where fellow streamer iShowSpeed had an interaction with a preacher in the street is what changed his perception completely.
Are you a Christian?
Am I a Christian? Okay. See, that's a very, great question, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But let me ask you this.
No. Answer the question first. It's a great question. Because a Christian is someone that's repented of their sins. That doesn't support sexual immorality. That's not walking for fame, but living for Jesus. Someone who's denied themselves. Pick up their cross and follow me.
Bro, these words felt like it was like being spoken to me, man.
He would continue to say that he pretty much saw himself in Speed at that moment and did not like it. And since he announced this change in his life, everything he has posted has revolved around godly topics and conversations. And just a couple of weeks ago, he announced on his main channel, after not posting there for months, that he would be done with pranks altogether and completely turning to religious content on this new channel, Jidion.
I kept on putting the world's needs and wants and my own needs and wants above God's love and God's commandments, I didn't want to turn my life to God because I was scared. I was scared of what the world would think, I'm not going to be as popular talking about God. If I follow Jesus, I'm not going to be able to do certain things in my videos. And I was being so selfish. I was more concerned with my worldly desires instead of my spiritual desires when Christ tells us to be born again.
And now, just yesterday, Jidion deleted all of his old content off of his old channels because he did not want anyone to bask in the sin and be influenced negatively by his old content.
It's all gone.
Oh, shit.
This is all that's left.
Let me go look.
This is all that's left.
Wow.
It's on the third channel.
I commend him for this. I'm
So
not
now
religious,
he wants to serve as a
but
vessel for his followers to find God, and for him being one of the biggest influencers out there, this is a very big deal. Religion is by and large dying out, with every generation becoming less and less willing to follow Christianity, or really any religion for that matter. So for him to do this, knowing it will only make him less popular, is definitely a bold choice.
I would say the main thing that people have hit me with since I've given my life back to Christ is, why can't you follow Christ and make content? I mean, you're over here making millions upon millions of people happy. Isn't that of God? Isn't it a godly thing to put a smile on people's faces and to make them happy? And while bringing happiness to the world is of God, you can also bring happiness to the world through wickedness. You can bring happiness to the world by serving the devil, If I'm going to truly give my life over to God, I got to also take that.
you can be a prostitute. You bring happiness to many men, but is that of God? Is that the right thing to do? No. Okay, because you bring in happiness in a very sinful way.
The wickedness I put into the world.
I have to say, the only other time I've really seen this was with an OG YouTuber named Kev Jumpa, who quit his massive YouTube channel to preach the word and practice Buddhism. Only in his case, he would completely disappear from the internet, deleting every trace of himself. In comparison to Jidion, who looks like he still plans to use his influence to spread the word of God through his new platform.
Aww.
In general, I find this entire decision from
that.
Jidion to be shocking, but also refreshing. For him to seemingly give it all up, the fame, the fortune, and everything that comes with that to follow his heart is not something we see often from a person of his caliber on the internet. In fact, most people want to ride the train until the wheels fall off and they fade into irrelevance. But to now go full-blown into it is something few people from the outside looking in expected. Do you think this change will be permanent?
Wow, he's really keeping this up. Because, yeah, I reacted to that video when he first dropped it. And that was, yeah, like a month or so ago. But he has now deleted all of his videos. And he is really, you know, leaning heavily into this religion. And I respect it. Like I said, I am not a religious person at all. But I respect someone standing on their beliefs and staying true to their morals. That's really dope because, yeah, you do not see that often at all in this clout chasing space where everybody is doing everything they can just for clicks and views and attention. And he's literally like pushing all of that away to stay true to his religion. So much respect to him. It seems like he's serious and he's keeping this up because I'm sure that was a common suspicion when he first announced it, where people are like, are you really gonna, you know, give all this up to follow God? Like, okay, we'll see. But it seems like he's keeping it up. He's staying true to his word. So I respect it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.